Hello everyone, welcome to a special EbonyRubberWolf YouTube video. I'm EbonyRubberWolf, and instead of trying to do a Let's Play, we're instead going to be going ahead and taking a look at a very controversial and very important topic, the Smash Bros. 4 roster. So E3 happened a few weeks ago, right? So we got a Nintendo live event. Well, I don't know if it was live event, but it was a digital event, and that dropped a ton of info on Smash Brothers, at least for the 3DS. Not only did we get a release date, October 3rd, but we also know that the Japanese markets will be getting it September 13th. A little bit before us, but what can you do, right? That said, we'll definitely know in every official sense the full roster by that date. However, I don't even think we need to wait that long. I think we know it now. And I'm going to go ahead and cover both why I think that as well as who I think is on the roster over the course of this video. Now, this E3 gave us the announcement of 3 brand new characters to Smash Brothers. The Mii Fighters, Palutena, and Pac-Man. The last of which I've been really looking forward to ever since I read him somewhere. And with that, speculation has been broiling now over something called the Jatsu leak. If you follow Smash Brothers speculation at all, you'll know what this is. If you don't know, don't worry. I'll take a few moments to explain it to you. Now, the Jatsu leak hasn't exactly been one big leak. It's actually been acting more like a leak than most other leaks usually do. For the most part, a leak is typically somebody claiming to have insider information that tries to reveal a large amount or all of a particular aspect of a game and reveal it to the public before the company producing that game gets a chance to. The thing about this leak is it's actually been being disseminated in several parts. The first part had 6 characters, the second part had 5 additional characters, and the third part reiterated those characters and also added a few extra stipulations that a lot of people aren't too thrilled with. Most notably, the fact that a veteran may be cut. The first part of the Jatsu leak was actually released before E3 2013. In it, it alleged we would see the following characters: Animal Crossing Guy, Mega Man, Wii Fit Trainer, Little Mac, Pac-Man, and the Mii's. Now, at E3, the only 3 we saw were Mega Man, Wii Fit Trainer, and the Villager, who is what the Animal Crossing Guy turned out to be. We didn't see the other 3. Now, some people would say that actually blew a hole in the leak, that it was supposed to all happen at E3 and therefore the leaker's wrong. But this leak list speculated Wii Fit Trainer. The Villager, you could kind of rationalize that as a good guess, a good safe guess, because Animal Crossing got really big. A lot of people were in Tom Nook's corner more than most, but Villager wasn't that far behind. Mega Man, people have been clamoring for Mega Man to be in Smash ever since they heard third-party characters were going to be in Smash. And with Mega Man's inclusion, everybody went wild. No one on the planet thought that Wii Fit Trainer was going to be a reality. And the stunned faces and vocalizations at her reveal on the show floor should tell you the whole story, that no one saw her coming. Or at least no one was supposed to see her coming. But the Jatsu leak did. Now, the others weren't revealed at E3, but they did get revealed. Little Mac got revealed later on in his own trailer, and I'll cover the Mii's and Pac-Man later on in this video. Okay, so if you've been keeping tabs on Smash Brothers between E3 2013 and now, which is around when the second and third parts of the leak were released, you'll realize and know that another character that was not on the leak was revealed to the public: Rosalina and Luma. Now, people that are against the Jatsu leak like to use Rosalina's reveal as ammunition against the leak's credibility. However, the leak never said that every single character that would be a newcomer or in the game period would appear on it. After all, it leaves out a lot of the Brawl veterans, it leaves out all speculation on possible Melee veterans turning up. It just covered a lot of newcomers, but even then it didn't say that it was all of the newcomers. So Rosalina, while outside of the leak, doesn't discredit it. So, sometime between E3 2013 and the April 8th Smash Bros. Direct, a second part of the leak got revealed to the public. This leak ascertained that not only were Mii's and Pac-Man still on the way, but they said several other characters would be revealed. Those characters were Palutena, a Pokemon from Pokemon X and Y, Shulk, Chrom, and the Chorusman from a game called Rhythm Heaven. Those who watched the Nintendo Smash Bros. Direct will recognize that the Pokemon from X and Y was Greninja. Then, if we flash forward to E3 2014, not only does the Nintendo Digital event open with Smash Bros., but it opens with the Mii Fighter reveal. So, why do I put a lot of emphasis on the Mii Fighters? Well, a few days before the actual event opened up, the leaker released the third part of it. That specified, a part of the leak specified that there would be specific names. One of them was Mii Fighter. And lo and behold, the Miis are known as Mii Fighters. Then, at the end of the Direct, just before the Treehouse started, Palutena got revealed. And at the Developer Smash Roundtable, Pac-Man got revealed. That puts this leak at 8 out of 11 so far. All that's left to be revealed right now is Chrom, Shulk, and Chorusman. And Chorusman is the least likely part of that leak to be true and verifiable. People raise a counterpoint to the leak in the fact that the leak's specific naming works for and against it. It got Mii Fighters, but why did it call Palutena specifically Goddess Palutena? Well, to us, she's not known as Goddess Palutena. At best, I think it's Lady Palutena. I never played the Kid Icarus series, so sorry, I'm not boned up on the background. But Japan does know her as Goddess Palutena. So, that may have been the Japanese translation getting a little garbled in transmission. However, overall, information still 100% accurate. What also lends further credibility to the leak is either during or after E3, there was revealed to be video footage of Smash Run containing an enemy called the Sneaky Spirit. The Sneaky Spirit is from Rhythm Heaven, which is also the same series that the Chorusmen in the leak, in the second part of the leak, are hailing from. Uh-oh. So, with the Sneaky Spirit's appearance in Smash Run, it looks like the Chorusmen are all but guaranteed to be in Smash. Since they're pretty much the most far-out prediction in the leak, that likely means the entire leak is true. So, we're going to be getting Chrom, Shulk, and the Chorusmen. Okay, not the worst characters in the world, right? I mean, Chrom's the main character of Fire Emblem Awakening, I think, or whatever game he's from. Shulk is from Xenoblade, a game I've never played, but it seems to be well received, so I imagine he's pretty looked forward to. And the Chorusmen have a unique quirkiness that would probably lend themselves quite well to a playable Smash character. So why are people fighting this with tooth and nail? Well, not everyone's really fighting it, but a lot of people don't like what it implies. Another part of the third leak says that there was a dialogue going on in Nintendo whether or not a cut was going to happen, and the people they were deciding on were between Ness and Lucas. Lucas looks like he's going to be getting the short end of the stick, at least as far as what the leak said. That's not verifiable, but it actually lines up with a few other rumors circulating around about the roster as well. So, Lucas is probably going to be gone as per the words of the Jatsu leak. Let's couple this with the fact that we know Ivysaur and Squirtle are gone because Pokemon Trainer was essentially deconfirmed by the Smash Direct on April 8th. So that's 3 cuts we know of so far. Well, not so much know of, but we can safely assume. The last cut I think might be happening is that of Snake. As of about a year ago, Kojima specified that he didn't know whether or not Snake was going to be in Smash 4. He said that he hadn't yet been contacted by Sakurai, and while he would like Sakurai to use Snake in the new Smash Bros., considering that Sakurai had the roster decided and practically finalized years before he announced the game, if Kojima hadn't been contacted on being able to use his character, it's highly unlikely, especially at this stage of the game where it's only 3 months from release, it's highly unlikely that Snake's going to be able to make it back in. So, those are 4 characters gone from a Brawl roster of 15 unannounced veterans, leaving us 11 yet to be announced. 11 unannounced veterans, plus 3 remaining to be announced from the Jatsu leak, plus the 33 that we currently know, adds up to 47. 47 is actually a very important number for the purposes of determining our maximum roster. Those of us who went to the Smash Fest at Best Buy would have had a chance to play the Nintendo 3DS demo of the game. Upon doing so, you would have noticed that random had its own spot. So, 47 characters plus the random spot equal 48. Why is this number important? Well, the Nintendo 3DS screen, at least the top screen, has a resolution of 400 by 240, which means 48 fits cleanly in there. 50 by 40 pixel cells per character. You'd have 8 going along the top, 6 going along the side. And it would fit without need for any scrolling or zooming or anything like that. Here's a one-to-one mock-up of what I think the screen might look like. It's by no means final. I mean, I'm not going to pretend that I know what font Nintendo is going to use, nor what background colors or elements may be present in the cells themselves. This is just a mock-up I made to get an idea of whether or not 50 by 40 pixel cells would be readable and visible and comfortable to view on a 3DS screen. And I actually think it looks fairly good. You still know which character is which, and I've even included the tokens, and you can still see who owns what token. So this actually looks pretty solid. Given that it maximizes the DS's top screen, it doesn't need to scroll, and the proportions aren't completely out of whack, I'm getting the feeling that this is gonna be it as far as the full roster goes. Now, those that follow the Jatsu leak might cry foul because this interpretation of the character select screen doesn't leave room for something else that the leak itself mentions: downloadable content, specifically in the form of new characters that may not make the initial cut. What I think will happen to that is that they'll actually have a small button on the bottom screen that you tap, which brings up a separate DLC character select page. You choose your downloadable character from that page, and then you continue as normal. So the only other way to make the roster work on the 3DS if they don't size it to fit the screen is to make it scroll, and that's probably not the best vector to deliver the roster to the player. So with the fact that not only do the numbers all seem to add up to this, but the fact that it fits so cleanly on the single screen, it really strongly suggests to me that, at least for the starting roster, as far as what characters will be available without the need to connect to the internet, 47 plus random looks to be it. And because of the veterans that we know of and the Jatsu leak revealing the newcomers, we actually know the entire roster. I'm not claiming to have all of the answers. I'm not claiming that this is an absolute fact, this is tried and true, that this is me to you, word of God. I'm speculating, the same as anybody else would. I'm just doing it with the information that I've gleaned from the leaks, as well as the information that the cuts tell me, as well as what the system capabilities of the 3DS are. So it's not that I'm absolutely saying I'm right and there's nothing that can be done about it. If I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong and we have more characters, then we have more characters, and I'm sure more people will be happy. If I'm wrong and we have less characters for some bizarre reason, then I imagine people will have their voices be heard on that as well. Overall, though, this is just a theory, and it's my personal theory on why we not only have 47 characters, but we actually already know the roster as well. And don't fret, if your character's not in now, remember, the Jatsu leak says DLC is coming. So for you Mewtwo fans, or K. Rool fans, or Ridley fans, your day may still come. I wanted Crystal, and yet she's not in. At least not according to my speculation. But who knows? It might happen in the future. Thank you so much for watching and listening. I really hope this has been an interesting topic for you. I know it's circulating like wildfire nowadays, especially with the release looming so close. If you agree with my theory, please feel free to let me know. If you disagree with my theory, again, let me know in the comments. Just, keep it civil. I've been EbonyRubberWolf, and this has been my theory on Smash 4. Thanks again.